is a good luck knot? Well, let's say it's a variation of a good luck knot before the purists start complaining. In order to tie this good luck knot, really all we need is the ability to tie a crown knot. So let's have a quick look at crowning first. Here I've got two short lengths of cord and I'll lay them at right angles. Now all I'm going to do is take one end at a time and lay it across the next end. In this case I'm going clockwise. The final end will pass through the loop formed with the first step. Tighten it up and we finish with this. Practice this a couple of times and you'll soon get the hang of it. The good luck knot uses crowning, but boy would it be useful to have an extra pair of hands. Here I'm using a 1 meter length of cord and I'm arranging it so that it has 3 loops with the 2 ends at the bottom. It's useful to get the 3 loops approximately the same size. Remember me saying that an extra pair of hands would be useful? Well, I've only got 1 pair, so to make things easier, I've used some thread on each of the 4 sides to hold things together. I used a simple overhand knot because it doesn't need to be too tight, and I'll be removing the thread soon anyway. With a little practice, it won't be necessary to use this thread. Now I can start crowning, but this time the 4 ends actually consist of 2 pieces. I'm going to crown clockwise, but I could crown anti-clockwise if I wished. Again, the final part of the crown will pass the end through the loop formed by the first end. Yes, this is a little trickier than using ends that consist only of 1 strand each, and one may need to practice this a few times before it becomes real easy. Another thing we need to be aware of is pieces of cord getting crossed, so before tightening up, just check that the knot is looking even. Now I'll remove the pieces of thread and tighten up this first stage. A final check to make sure everything's smooth and even, and I can tighten. Whilst tightening, it might be necessary to adjust things slightly to make sure the loops remain the same size. A little patience may be required here. Don't rush things. Now I'll turn the knot over and I'll crown again. I crowned in a clockwise direction on the other side, so I'll crown clockwise again. Make sure everything's even and then tighten it all up. And that's it. A good luck knot.